In this lesson, Kafka comes alive. You have spent the last 2 lessons setting up Kafka and creating topics. Now we use it. You will send real messages into a topic from the terminal and read them back in real time. By the end of this lesson, you will have seen a message travel all the way from a producer to a broker to a consumer on your own machine. Let us get started. Here is everything we are doing in this lesson, 5 steps in order. Step 1, start Kafka. Zookeeper and the broker running, topic created and ready. You already know how to do all of this from lessons 7 and 8. Step 2, start the producer. We open the console producer in a terminal tab and type messages into it. Step 3, the broker stores each message. It lands in first topic partition 0 at the next available offset. Step 4, start the consumer. We open the console consumer in a separate tab and it reads the messages back from the broker. Step 5, the live demo. We type a message in the producer tab and watch it appear instantly in the consumer tab. You already know from lessons 5 and 6 that producers send, brokers store, and consumers pull. Today you stop reading about it and watch it happen. Before we open the terminal, let me explain what the console producer actually is. In Lesson 5, you learned that a producer is any application that sends messages to a Kafka topic. In real systems, that is a Python script, a Java service, a web application. But for learning and testing, Kafka comes with a simple tool called the console producer. The console producer lets you type messages directly into a topic from the terminal. Every line you type becomes one message. When you press enter, that message is sent to the broker. The command is on the right. bin/kafka-console-producer, sh, the script inside the bin folder, -- topic first topic, the topic to send to, -- bootstrap server localhost :9092, the broker address, same as always. When you run it, you will see a greater than symbol appear. That is the producer prompt. It means the producer is connected to the broker and ready. Everything you type after that goes straight into Kafka. The console consumer is the other side of the same idea. In Lesson 6, you learned that a consumer pulls messages from a broker. It asks the broker, give me the next message. The broker does not push. The console consumer does exactly this. It connects to the broker, pulls messages from a topic, and prints them to the terminal. It stays running after you start it, waiting in real time for new messages to arrive. Now, the most important flag you will use today, -- from beginning. Without it, the consumer starts reading from the latest offset. That means only messages sent after the consumer started will appear. If you sent messages before starting the consumer, you will see nothing. With -- from beginning, the consumer goes back to offset 0 and reads every message ever stored in the topic, then keeps watching for new ones. We will use -- from beginning today, and we will also test what happens without it, so you understand the difference completely. Before we record, here is what you are going to see. On the left, the producer terminal. You will see the greater than prompt, then the messages you typed, hello Kafka, this is my first message, Kafka is working. On the right, the consumer terminal. You will see those exact same messages printed in green. The arrow between them is the key. Every message typed on the left appears on the right. And the moment that makes it real, you type a brand new message in the producer tab, press enter, and it appears in the consumer tab instantly. That is Kafka working end to end on your machine. Keep that picture in mind as we record. Let us begin. Open a fresh terminal and navigate into your Kafka folder. Start Zookeeper. You know this command from Lesson 7. Wait for the line, info binding to port 2181. Do not move on until you see it. Open a second terminal tab with Ctrl-Shift-T. Navigate into the Kafka folder. Start the broker. Wait for 2 lines, registered broker 0, then started Kafka server, Kafka server. Open a third terminal tab and navigate into the Kafka folder. We need first topic to exist before we can send messages into it. Run the create command. You used this in lesson 8. A silent return to the prompt means success. Confirm it with a list command. You should see first topic. Now let us start the console producer. The command is on screen. Read it before pressing enter. bin/kafka-console-producer, sh the script. --topic first topic, the topic we are sending to. --bootstrap server localhost :9092, the broker. Run it now. You see the greater than symbol. That is the producer prompt. It means the producer connected to the broker successfully and is ready. Everything you type from this point goes into first topic. Do not close this tab. Do not press Ctrl+C. Just leave the cursor here. Now type your first message, "Hello Kafka," and press enter. The cursor drops to a new greater than prompt immediately. That means the message was sent. Type a second message. "This is my first message," press enter. Type a third, "Kafka is working," press enter. Three messages sent. 3 messages sitting inside first topic partition 0 at offsets 0, 1, and 2. Leave the producer running. Now open a fourth terminal tab with Ctrl+Shift+T. Navigate into the Kafka folder. We are about to start the console consumer. The command is on screen. Read it carefully before pressing enter. bin/kafka-console-consumer, sh, the consumer script. --topic first topic, the topic to read from. --bootstrap server localhost :9092, the broker. --from beginning, read all messages from offset 0. Run it now. There they are. "Hello Kafka. This is my first message. Kafka is working." All 3 messages printed instantly because they were already stored in the topic. The consumer went back to offset 0 and read everything. This is the pull model from lesson 6. The consumer asked the broker for messages. The broker delivered them. The consumer is now waiting. It is watching for new messages in real time. Leave it running. Now switch to the producer tab. Type a new message, "Kafka is real time," and press enter. Now switch to the consumer tab. It appeared. You typed on one side. It arrived on the other side instantly. That is the complete Kafka flow working live on your machine. Producer sends, broker stores, consumer pulls. You have just built your first working Kafka pipeline. Now let us stop the consumer. Press Ctrl+C in the consumer tab. The consumer process stops. But notice the messages are still in the topic. Stopping the consumer does not delete anything. The broker still has all 4 messages. The offsets are still there. The consumer just stopped reading. The data is safe. Now let us restart the consumer, but this time without -- from beginning. Run the command on screen, same as before but without that flag. Watch what happens. Nothing. The consumer is running, but it sees no messages. It is waiting at the latest offset. Since no new messages have been sent since it started, it has nothing to show. The consumer is not broken. It is simply waiting for something new. Let us prove that right now. Switch to the producer tab. Type a new message, testing without from beginning. Press Enter. Now switch back to the Consumer tab. It appeared. The consumer is working perfectly. It just only sees messages sent after it started. The 4 earlier messages are still in the topic. The consumer did not read them because it started at the latest offset. This is exactly why -- from beginning matters. Without it, everything already stored is invisible to the consumer. Only new messages come through. Stop the consumer again with Control-C. Now restart it with -- from beginning added back. All 5 messages appear again, including the one you sent live. This is what from beginning does. It resets the reading position back to offset 0 and replays everything. In real systems, you would not use from beginning in production. But for development and testing, it is essential for confirming your messages are actually there. Let us walk through exactly what happened to every message you typed. Step 1, you typed a message in the console producer. The producer connected to the broker on port 9092 and sent it. Step 2, the broker received the message and stored it in first topic partition 0 at the next available offset. Offset 0 for the first message, offset 1 for the second, offset 2 for the third. Step 3, the console consumer pulled the messages from the broker. It asked for everything from offset 0. The broker delivered them in order. The consumer printed each one to the terminal. You can see at the bottom what partition looks like after 3 messages. Offset 0 holds Hello Kafka. Offset 1 holds This is my first message. Offset 2 holds Kafka is working. Each message permanently stored at its own offset, exactly as you learned in Lesson 3. You saw this in action during the recording, so let me make it concrete. Without -- from beginning, the consumer starts at the latest offset. If 3 messages were already stored before you started the consumer, you see nothing. The consumer is waiting for the 4th message. It ignores the first 3 completely. With -- from beginning, the consumer starts at offset 0. All 3 stored messages appear immediately, then it keeps watching for new ones. You already know from Lesson 6 that consumers track their position using offsets. -- from beginning simply tells the consumer, ignore your tracked position and start from 0 instead. In production systems, you almost never use from beginning. Consumers track their own offsets and pick up exactly where they left off. But in development, whenever you want to confirm your messages are there, from beginning is your best friend. A few errors you might run into. Connection refused on port 9092, the broker is not running. Start Zookeeper first, then the broker, wait for the started message, then run the producer or consumer. Producer hangs with no greater than prompt, the topic does not exist. Create first topic with Kafka Topics. sh - create first, then start the producer. Consumer shows nothing and you forgot -- from beginning. The consumer is sitting at the latest offset with no new messages. Stop it, add -- from beginning, run it again. Topic not present in metadata, the topic was deleted or was never created. Run -- list to check. If it is gone, create it again with Kafka Topics. sh - create. Let us recap what you did in this lesson. You started the console producer and sent messages into first topic. You started the console consumer and read those messages back. You learned what -- from beginning does and proved it by testing both ways. You watched a message travel from producer to broker to consumer in real time. And you confirmed that stopping the consumer does not delete messages, they stay in the topic. That completes the beginner practical section. You now have a fully working Kafka setup on your machine. You can create topics, send messages, and consume them. In the next lesson, we move into intermediate theory. You have been sending messages through broker 0 the whole time. In lesson 10, we look at what makes broker 0 the leader, what follower brokers are, and what Kafka does when a leader goes down. See you at the next lesson.